Hi everyone, it's day 3 of social isolation. It's a lovely day. I'm just sitting out in my backyard. The sun is shining and we've got blue skies, and I can hear birds singing and children screaming over there somewhere. I just wanted to read you a short story. It's by Arthur Conan Doyle, and it was actually one of his shortest Sherlock Holmes stories, at a mere 503 words. And it was written originally to go in a little book to go in Queen Mary's doll's house. It was written in 1924, so in terms of copyright infringement and all the rest of it, I think I'm okay. But if anyone from the Arthur Conan Doyle household sees this and wants me to take it down, I will do. You don't need to send the police to come and take me away. Alright? Right. So this is how Watson learned the trick. Watson had been watching his companion intently ever since he sat down to the breakfast table, and Holmes happened to look up and catch his eye. "Well, Watson, what are you thinking about?" he asked. "About you." "Me?" "Yes, Holmes. I was thinking how superficial are those tricks of yours, and how wonderful it is that the public should continue to show interest in them." "I quite agree," said Holmes. "In fact, I have a recollection that I have myself made a similar remark." "Your methods," said Watson severely, "are really easily acquired." "No doubt," Holmes answered with a smile. "Perhaps you will give me an example of this method of reasoning." "With pleasure," said Watson. "I am able to say that you were greatly preoccupied when you got up this morning." "Excellent," said Holmes. "How could you possibly know that?" "Because you are usually a very tidy man, and yet you have forgotten to shave." "Dear me, how very clever," said Holmes. "I had no idea, Watson, that you were so apt a pupil. Has your eagle eye detected anything more?" "Yes, Holmes, you have a client named Barlow, and you have not been successful in his case." "Dear me, how could you know that?" "I saw the name outside his envelope. When you opened it, you gave a groan and thrust it in your jacket pocket with a frown on your face." "Admirable. You are indeed observant. Any other point?" "I fear, Holmes, that you have taken to financial speculation." "How could you tell, Watson?" "You opened the paper, turned to the financial page, and gave a loud exclamation of interest." "Well, that was very clever of you, Watson. Any more?" "Yes, Holmes, you have put on your black coat instead of your dressing gown, which proves that you are expecting some important visitor at once." "And anything more?" "I have no doubt that I could find other points, Holmes, but I only give you a few in order to show you that there are other people in the world who can be as clever as you." "And some are not so clever," said Holmes. "I admit there are a few, but I'm afraid, my dear Watson, that I must not count you among them." "What do you mean, Holmes?" "Well, my dear fellow, I fear your deductions have not been as happy as I would have wished." "You meant I was mistaken?" "Just a little that way, I fear. Let us take the points in order. I did not shave because I've sent a razor to be sharpened. I put on my coat because I have, worse luck, an early meeting with the dentist. His name is Barlow, and the letter was to confirm the appointment. The cricket page is beside the financial one, and I turned to it to find out if Surrey was holding its own against Kent. But go on, Watson, go on. It's a very superficial trick, and no doubt you will soon acquire it." Okay, so that's Arthur Conan Doyle's story, How Watson Learned the Trick. I hope to bring you some more short stories soon. Alright, stay safe everyone, stay healthy. Bye for now.